In today's video, we are going to be breaking down Paul Pierce, the truth, and how he plays defense. In this clip, it's going to be against Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You will always be missed. Let's get down and let's check out how Paul Pierce played defense. Okay, so in this first clip, we have Paul Pierce, who then switches off on that screen and roll and hedges quite nicely on Kobe Bryant. So let's really analyze what he does. And what he does here is actually quite key. He is able to plant his feet when Kobe Bryant wants to drive and attack the rim, and he plants his feet right in front of Kobe. So Kobe has to go around Paul Pierce. But what happens is Kobe slightly loses that ball, which allows Paul Pierce to then catch up and stay between Kobe and the net. Paul Pierce also stays nice and straight up against the king, or what I'm calling the king, Kobe Bryant, and Kobe Bryant then loses the ball. In this next clip, we have Paul Pierce, who is playing in help defense, or at least primary help defense on this screen and roll. From here, what we have is Paul Pierce right at that elbow with his hands up to his side. This is extremely key because now we have Ray Allen defending Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is now looking to pass. The ball is behind him. He needs to get rid of that ball. There's a player who's open here and here. We also have Marc Gasol, but there's no sense of a lob because his forward momentum is gone. So Kobe Bryant has to pass over towards this corner because that's essentially the best pass. If he was to pass over here, that would be okay, but they would still be in a dead ball situation. And they currently only have 14 seconds left on the shot clock. He needs to make a play. And of course, because Paul Pierce has his hands out towards his sides, looking at what Kobe is doing, he is able to intercept that pass and knock it out of bounds. Now, of course, they didn't get that ball back. However, how I like to look at this is at least it's a dead ball, and now they can set up their defense once again. Now in this next clip, we have Paul Pierce here, but he does not seem to be really playing strong defense. As we can see, he is playing very relaxed. And of course, we can see that he's still playing relaxed, but he's staying between the net, the ball, and his man, which is extremely important. Now, what has he just done? Well, on this play, a player who's his teammate went and double-teamed Kobe Bryant. He now wants to protect the key. And that is a lot of talking on defense. You have to say, whoever 93 is, I can't see that name. You can say, hey, 93, I got your man. I got your man. Go double, go double. Or whatever your keywords are for your team. Because, of course, this is a no pass. This is a no pass. This is most likely a no shot. We have a player here who is in key position to be able to cut off a pass in either direction, and we have Paul Pierce, who is in prime rebounding position in case Kobe Bryant was to send up an errant shot. And because of this, this now allows for Paul Pierce to be able to steal that ball. Now from here, how was that a good pass? Well, we remember, Kobe Bryant is looking to pass out. Paul Pierce notices this. He is not looking to pass here because Paul Pierce is defending Kwame Brown. And because of that, Kobe then passes it way out towards the corner, and he was blinded not seeing Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce knows where the pass is going. You have to understand where the passes are going as a great defender, and then you can get yourself into prime position to be able to get those interceptions. This is another great play. We have Paul Pierce right here. We have Kevin Garnett, who can guard any player on the court. And what do we see? We see Paul Pierce doing what Kyle Lowry is doing these days in the NBA. We have Paul Pierce, who is in prime help position with his man right here. He can step out in front of Kobe, take that charge, and you can do this as well as a great defender on your team. This is a nice close-up view of what basically happened. He was basically seeing the whole play happen. He didn't really have to move all that much. He was able to get his feet planted, arms straight up in the air. Remember, you cannot be moving your hips in front of where the player is going, and that's allowing Paul Pierce to stand up straight and take that charge. Do not be afraid to fall. Now, I just want to really show you this deny defense. He has that hand out. He is playing that hip. He is staying on Kobe's hip. This is what you do in deny defense. If you do not want Kobe to get that ball, you need to be on his hip. You need to be able to stay between him and the ball and the net. Now, of course, in this situation, he gets that ball finally. A great player is going to have that. But look at that shot contest. Even though that ball went in, Kobe Bryant, you have to remember, Kobe Bryant is a god when it comes to basketball. I call him a basketball god. Same as Michael Jordan, same as Dr. J, same as Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, even LeBron James. These guys have God mode. Same as Steph Curry. They all have God mode. And what I call God mode, which is there's nothing you can do to stop me. And this is good defense. He has that hand up. There's only maybe 2 feet between him and the feet of Kobe. There is not much space. That hand is maybe 3 inches away from that elbow. This is great defense. It just so happens that Kobe is a god at basketball. Now, in this clip, we have to remember that in all of these clips, this is when Paul Pierce was getting a bit older. And of course, he's not bending his knees as much. When you get older, you've had knee injuries and quad injuries and things like that. You're not going to be able to bend your knees and still be as quick, but you still need to get your shoulders lower than your offensive player's shoulders. Same as if you're on offense, you need to get your shoulders lower than your defenders. That allows you to be quicker in most cases. And we can see that here. He's staying lower, keeping his hands to the side, not making contact, trying to keep his hands to the side so that he can block passes, and then contest that shot. Get your hand inches away from their arm so that you can contest that shot. Of course, Kobe Bryant did miss this shot, but still, fantastic defense against one of the best offensive players to ever play the game. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video with Paul Pierce going up against Kobe Bryant. I hope that this video has helped you become a better defender, but also a great offensive player to understand what the defenders are doing to you. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.